Hello my beautifuls, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. It has been a while and I do apologise. I have really missed not doing my readings. I have been busy, I have mentioned that before. Yeah, I'm writing a book right now and it's going to take me a long time to write it. It's all about the generational wound and how that wounding is passed through generation after generation without even being aware that we're actually carrying a wound that wasn't ours originally to carry. And we pass that through even in our own lifetime. It's like a wound on top of a wound. And because I've been on a long journey, I'm 65 and my birthday was Saturday. That I've got a long way to go in this book, and I think haven't quite reached the age of 17 yet, and so I'm sure it's going to take me about a year or whatever to write it. And what I love about the book is because I've become the observer to the old Wendy, the unconscious Wendy, let's say, and all the choices that I've made was from a wound without me realising it was a wound. It was part of the belief system. And now I'm looking at it as an observer and I know the outcome to it. I'm seeing it differently. But not only that, I'm also seeing the golden thread. I call it the golden thread that's weaved in and out of our lives with people that we interact with. And what those lessons were. And you know, I mean, people come into our lives for a reason, a season or a lifetime, and we never know which one they're going to be or what the outcome is going to be through any of them. And it really takes you out of that victim mode, you know, the pain, the heartbreak to it, and it helps you to see something from a different perspective. It helps you to understand the blessing from it and what you've learned about yourself. And it's normally about that lack of self-love, that lack of self-worth, and you start to embrace the love, the self-love, self-worth, and to build up your own confidence through your own wounding, from your own wounding. And so that's what the book is about. Now I've explained that for a reason, so let's see what's going to come out in the cards today for you. I have just done some readings for TikTok, which TikTok is also called Cosmic Love Tarot 4690, so you can check that out for the smaller readings. I'm trying to stick now to the 15 minutes on TikTok, and I will try and do the full readings on YouTube, because I do love doing the full readings. And so yeah, if you only want the little readings, go on to TikTok, but support on both if you could, it'd be great. YouTube seems to have gone quite slow, and I don't know what's happening with the algorithms, but they're not getting out at all. And but yeah, I mean, somebody told me a long time ago, oh, you need to go on and do some videos every day. So I did try and do that, but life sometimes takes over and you've got other things that you've got to do. And so anyway, I'm talking a lot, but anyway, maybe I was meant to say it. So before we start, okay, let's start with this deck first. So let's call in my guides. I call in my guides, my ancestors of the divine light, in true service and devotion to the one true God of living light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to also help me to be a clear seer and a clear speaker for the collective. Thank you. Also to protect my energy and also to protect everyone's energy that's here today. Thank you. Let's do a... Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, let's start. First card, ending the karmic situation. Second card, you don't need to be accepted by others, you need to accept yourself. How beautiful is that? And the last card is, this is your new chapter. The book I've been talking about, it's representing this too, but it represents as a collective. So you could be, whatever you're manifesting, whatever it is that you want to do, it's your new beginning. And I have been talking about this a lot, about the ending and the new beginning. So it was the ending of the karmic situation that you was once in, okay? You don't need to be accepted by others. It's most important that you accept yourself for who you are, through all your flaws. It's about accepting all of the light, dark, and the indifference part of you, because it's what made you. It's through the darker aspects of your own personality that awakened you, okay? So what was once hidden in the shadow is now seen in the light, and this is now your next new chapter. So that's perfect, perfect, perfect. And underneath, you are the one. You are the one. Through your journey, you are the one. Okay, let's go with the zodiac signs. Now, it's not necessarily exactly the zodiac signs, but it's the energy to it. So let's just see what comes through. All right. I love doing the big readings. I find they're more satisfying to me than the 15-minute readings. I feel more under pressure when I'm trying to do just a 15-minute. Okay, for the collective. We got Aries. We got Sagittarius. And we've got Leo. That's 3 fire signs that's come out. So it's a very fiery. I'm being drawn to the fire horse energy. You know, it's that new chapter. It's like it's really coming into force now of your new beginning. It's that passion of that new beginning, and it's all fire energy. Aries, Sagittarius and Leo. Now, you don't have to be these signs, but it is about the energy to it, and it's very passionate energy. Okay? Yeah, very passionate. Strange that those 3 come out and I've shuffled it. I'd love to know if there's of the fire energy that's really happening right now for the collective. Okay, let's just do 3 more and see what comes up. We got Pluto. Okay. We've got the Sun. And we've got Mars. Now we've got the planets. So you've got Pluto, that's governing Aries. You've got the Sun, that's governing Sagittarius. And you've got Mars, that's governing Leo. Mars is Aries. The Sun is Leo. Pluto, I'm not quite sure of the zodiac sign for Pluto. Okay. I'm trying to think of the Pluto. Is Pluto... Oh, why can't I think? I've been a bit like that since I started doing the readings today. I just keep on forgetting that. Is it Mercury retrograde? I just keep forgetting. Okay, so what am I picking up from here? Okay, so it could be that what's that? Could be May the 17th. That means anything to you. 13th of September. And also the 22nd of January. Got a master number 22 here. I got a number 13. I got a number 17. I got a frigging fly that came in just before I started, and I can't kill it. And I can't kill it, it's because I've got no fly spray. But I always see these flies as like monitor spirits. As soon as I started to do this reading. This big fly came in and I can't get rid of it. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is your new chapter. And what is happening on your new chapter? Let's see what's going on with your new chapter. Your new chapter. It's about you accepting yourself. You don't have to be accepted by anybody else, but you've learned that because you've ended the karmic situation from the past, okay? Your inner balance. You learn to find balance between giving and receiving. That is where true abundance and emotional harmony are born. Okay? And loving yourself. When you treat yourself with care, the universe mirrors that love back. This is what's happening in your new chapter. Inner balance and to love yourself and your art reborn. The art is healing. Sorry, your heart is healing. Making space for new beginnings. Let go of old pain and allow tenderness to bloom once again within you. You have released the past. You've learnt your lesson from the past. You've healed the wound. Because you've acted out from a wounded place. And your energy is of abundance. Abundance is not measured by poses. Sorry, let's say that again. Abundance is not measured by possessions, but by peace and prosperity. What's that say? Rose naturally from your open heart. Prosperity rose naturally from your open heart. Grateful heart. It's these three, the last three is really about based on the heart. A grateful heart transforms ordinary days into miracles. The more that you appreciate what you love at present, the more abundance flows from your life. So be grateful, show gratitude, be grateful with everything that you have around you, everything that you want to manifest. When you show gratitude, the divine is working with you. What are your abilities for your new chapter? What is your abilities for your new chapter? Your abilities. You're being called to explore creative expression, bringing forth the healing nature of art. Could be an artist. Okay. But it's something that you are creating for your new chapter. You're being called to communicate and convoy the messages and the wisdom from animals. You could be a shamanic healer. Animals speak to you. You listen. You understand. I feel that you're very grounded and you're in tune with Mother Nature. I'm picking up birds, crows. It's just come to me as crows, magpies. Crows and magpies. I am going to, because that's what I just got drawn to, my shamanic book. Wow. As I said, my shamanic book, look what's just come up. 1444 on the clock. Okay. You're being called to explore working as a spiritual teacher and healer who can move between the worlds as the messenger of bringing wisdom and healing. Okay, let's get my shamanic animal speaking book and let's magpie. Let's have a look. Let me put on pause for a minute. Don't know which one it is. I hope I don't press the wrong one. I think it's that one. I was worried in case I pressed the wrong one. I haven't been on it for a while. Okay, magpie. The magpie is the proper use of intelligence, familiars, and the occult knowledge. Okay, that would also go into the crows because I saw that as well. So it represents winter and also summer. All right. So let's see what it says here. Let me just okay, if the magpie is shown up in your life, you need to ask yourself some serious questions. Do you have knowledge and are not using it? Are you employing whatever skills you have to get what you most need? Are you using your knowledge and your skills inappropriately? Magpie can help you to define these answers. It can help you to learn to use occult knowledge in responsible but effective ways. The magpie will show you what you can do for your life with just a little occult knowledge. Now, when I got the shaman, I've lost it now, but when I had that, this could be what you're drawn to for your next chapter. But it's about, and I did mention birds, and I did mention Mother Nature. It feels as if you are really feeling the vibrations, you're really feeling the frequencies of Mother Earth, but you're also observing more of the animals. The animals are speaking to you, and it feels as if what the magpie wants you to do is to look more into the occult knowledge, and I think the crow will do that. The crow energy. It's something that you're being drawn to master, something for you to master, something for you to understand or to strengthen. It's something to be strengthened. Okay, so I'll put it on pause and I'll look for the magpie. Okay, I think I did say, oh, I'll look at the magpie, or did I say blackbird? Oh, I don't freaking know. I can't remember now. But anyway, it's the crow. That was what I got. I got crow and I got magpie. So for the crow, it is the secret of magic, of creation is calling. And it's all day, all year. And so it's all round when the crow energy. Okay, you could be seeing a lot of crows. Okay, let me see if I can get something. We don't need the full history of the crows. So, okay, so whenever crows are, there is magic. They are symbols of creation and spiritual strength. They remind us to look for opportunities to create and to manifest of magic of life. They are messengers calling to us about the creation and the magic that is alive within our world every day and available to us. Okay, so this is what's coming in for you. I feel that I do need to say a little bit about what they represent. Okay, okay, crows have a great mythology about them. They can reflect not only past life connections to those times and cultures, but it also reflects some of the archetypal forces that can connect with us. As with many animals, crows have been known to predict tornadoes, rain, and other changes in weather by the way that they fly. Working with crows can help you to see how winds are going to blow into your life and how to adjust your own life flights. Crows have long been considered magical, and my grandfather once told me how even Finding a dead crow was a sign of good luck. We have spoken of crows and their link of the Greek, Roman mythology, but they have appeared in others as well. In China, a three-legged sun crow was worshipped. It was a symbol of solitude. To the Native American Indians of Alaska, the crow, in the form of a raven, was a creator of the world. To the Celts, the crow was also associated with the creation. In biblical lore, the prophet Eli was fed by ravens and crows while hiding in the wilderness. In the Norse tradition, the god Odin had two ravens who were his messengers. So crows play a really, really big part in understanding the deeper aspects, the deeper aspects. I just got drawn to something that I also need to read here. Okay, the Roman mythology, raven and the crows used to be as white as swans. In fact, a white crow watched over Apollo's pregnant lover at Delphus, is it? One day the crow brought bad news to Apollo and was turned black. This connection to watchfulness is still strong today. Crows also have a sentinel posted. They build their nest high up in the treetop so that they can see the entire area in which they are living and feeding. Occasionally, crows have been seen attacking and killing one of their own. They arose an old belief that the crow being attacked was essential who failed. It may also be a reminder of what can happen if we are not watching for magic and creation every day. Watchfulness warns other crows and other animals of intruders and threats, human and animal. They have been observed raising the ruckus when hunters are around, warning deer and other birds. They recognise possible dangers and they also post lookouts when feeding. Their most vulnerable time. Their ability to warn is connected to the crow's second most noticeable characteristic, its voice. The crow is actually a member of the songbird family because of the voice box structure, which few think of the crow as a songbird. There have been many claims over the years that when it is alone, it will sing in a softer musical voice. Okay, well, I'm picking up from here. It's about gaining some occult knowledge for your next chapter. If you're going into shamanism, but whatever it is that you're being led to anyway, is to understand the occult knowledge to it, because the occult knowledge is to help and protect you of any intruders. Now, it could be an energetic intruder. That's what I'm picking up. It could be intruders in physical form that's around you. It's about picking up the energy and trusting what Mother Nature is trying to say to you, is trying to speak to you. It's about trusting, okay? Okay then, so what else do we need to have here? Okay. So for your next chapter, optimism. Choose trust over criticism. Okay? And the card that did come out originally was, you don't need to be accepted by others, you need to accept yourself. It's trusting now. is to trust your next chapter, to trust where you're being led to, express your emotions and speak from the heart, and to be free. Look at all this blue. Ah, I'm wearing blue myself. Fairy, throat chakra, again blue. Full moon, coming into the full moon. Let go of the past. Move forward with confidence. Resolve the conflict. Pay deeper attention in different opinions. Resolving a conflict. It could be an inner conflict that you are carried. Or it could be, I've seen something from a different perspective from the past relationship. Seeing something different. Or accepting where they're at, because it's like where I've talked about me writing the book, and I know I'm looking at it as an observer, I can see all of my mistakes. I can see how I perceive things, even though it's completely hidden in my unconscious mind. I wasn't aware of it, and I was acting out from a belief system. And it's not until you start to see that in yourself and accept that, it becomes more easier for you to also accept others, for they do not know that they are also in shadow. Okay, that's the energy I'm picking up. You have in the past coped with grief that you've had to work through. It feels going really back into the mother wound. It feels into the wounding, to travel back into the wound. But now you're seeing your life as fun, to explore new things for your new chapter. Exploring new things, and love unites. You're surrendering to it, and you are also attracting it. Virtue of humanity. To control your ego and to embody modesty. I was going to put that on pause. My son's just come in, so let me just put on pause a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, virtue of humanity. Controlling your ego and embody modesty. And I feel that there's nothing for you to prove. You are, it feels that you are at peace with yourself, because you fully accepted who you are through all your flaws. You understand that people work from a wounded place. Even though when it's unconscious, they're not even aware of it. Your boundless potential. Look at this fire, all this fire around, and we got the 3 fire signs out. It's something that's really very powerful energy that's happening. Shifting the blame. Accept others for who they are. People's always blamed you, but you just go on your way. You're not bothered. You're not bothered about how other people perceive you, as long as you can accept yourself. And that's what's really important, because you recognise that it's been a lesson. It's been a lesson for you. Let's see then what happened then in the ending of the karmic situation. What was the ending of the karmic situation? Because I feel that there's something there that you just might need to understand, to fully let go of the karmic situation. What was it? Who was this person? Who was your karmic? See, we don't even realise that they are. They could be karmic, you see, we don't know. You're also carrying your ancestral wounds. And so you're living out that wounding. And it was for you to discover what that wound was, for you to break the chain to it. It also frees up your past, your ancestral past karma, as well as your future, to make way, to make a clear path for your future self, also for your generation. Okay, so this person who you ended a relationship with was a happiness hater, or somebody that was in your life was an happiness hater. Maybe there was a third party that was in your relationship that didn't like to see you happy. Queen rising, stepping into power unpraised, coming up spotlight. That's who you are from the experience. Okay. Again, another spiritual hater. A lot of haters around. Eights on your spirituality and your light, your magic and your power. I feel that somebody tried to do is a divination, is it? It's like spell casting. Somebody, the hater, who tried to break you apart. But it feels as if from that experience that you've had, you rose from it. Okay? Because there was still something toxic about it anyway, so it still needed to. Maybe it was people that was around you. You moved on. Said thank you. Next. You moved on. Could be 3 people again, yeah. So 2's going one way, 1's going the other. Clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up and dramatic. Whoever it was in your past just made shit up. Or maybe that's the hater that's observing, thinking that you're in a relationship and you're all happy and everything is going well for you, but they don't know who you are. They don't know where you're at, but they're just hating you anyway. And this person has a bad reputation, or they're trying to make it that you have, trying to make shit up for you to have a bad reputation of maybe cheating. Trying to find out about you. This is the past karmic. Trying to find out about you, but you're not rising to it. They're trying to dig dirt on you, this spiritual hater, looking for dirt on you, trying to find out something bad about you so they can talk about you. They can make more shit up, but they can't. They can't find nothing on you. Okay? They're all in their head. Overthinking, overanalyzing. Okay. Kissing ass. They don't like that they was rejected. Inside scoop. Somebody's looking at this closer. A closer look. But they're nosy. They're up in your business. Somebody wants to know more. They wants to fish for more. They wants to find dirt on you. Before you move into your new chapter, they want to find something out about you. That's interesting because I did mention about the crow. And the crow was about the occult knowledge. It's the darker aspects. It's the generational wound. This is something that has crucified you in past lives. It feels as if you got this far and you ended up getting crucified before you stepped into your new chapter. This new chapter is a new timeline, and so it feels as if it's really important for you to understand or to embrace the knowledge, the occult knowledge of what you've learned, because you've been in the dark night of the soul. If you've been in a karmic situation, You've already been in the dark night of the soul. You've already looked at the darker aspects of yourself, but also the generational wound. And not all ancestors are light at all, you know. Don't forget, we're caught up in this really vicious circle of darkness, and fear. It's very fear-based. And so you're not only healing yours, you're healing your ancestors, the ancestral bloodline. And so what's happening is now you've got other spiritual haters that don't want you to express, they don't want you to help other people to heal their own generational wound. They want you, so they want to dig up dirt. They want to embarrass you. They want to make shit up about you so people will turn their backs on you, but you're not bothered. You're not bothered. You're standing in your truth. You're standing in your truth because you've accepted all of your flaws. You've got nothing to hide. If anybody wanted to ask you something, if you want to, you know, talk about it, that's up to you, but you haven't got nothing to hide. So they've got nothing to find. Their diversion, abuser. There's somebody that's trying to, somebody that's in their head, that's really in their head. They're trying to divert you. They're trying to divert you. This is energetically. They're trying to divert you before you can manage to step into your new chapter. There's some kind of I can't even say it now. Divination. I'll say. It feels as if they want you to be bothered by that. They want to bring something up so that you can be really bothered to, or really stressed, to move you away from what the divine is wanting you, or where the divine wants you to lead you into your next chapter, onto your next timeline. And so they're with you, they're helping you, they're helping you to see something. It's something that's really important for you to see, to observe. And I did mention, didn't I, the crows. The crows, they make a lot of noise if there's any intruders. And I've got a fly going around, which is like the bloody monitor spirit. There's this darker aspect that's around that tries to stop these beautiful soul beings from transcending onto the next timeline. And they're trying to pull them back. But they can't find nothing. They can't find nothing on them. So make shit up. Because they are spiritual haters. They're demonic. They're parasites. That's what I pick up from these. This person who you were with in the past, they were very superficial. Very superficial. Travelled a lot. Clout hungry. They've already had their car repossessed. They haven't got no money, but they make out that they have. They always travel. They travel, but they just make shit up, making out that they've got money when they haven't got money. My nose is so itchy. I've got spiritual ruby. So I'm not burning Josh sticks anymore. I've stopped doing that. So it used to really make my nose itch. Okay, yeah, somebody that is your past person who trying to make out that they had money. They had money, but they didn't. They're just clout hungry, and you're not bothered about it at all. You're just, you know, doing you. You're doing you. You've moved on. And they're just talking shit. They're just constantly talking shit. You know, talking shit about themselves, you know. Talking shit, what I got and what I'm doing. And it's just a lie, because I just feel that they just make it up. They're just dramatic and they just make it up. But really deep down they're sad. They're hurt. and they're upset that you've rejected them. They've seen you rising, but they are creeping around trying to find, they're creeping as the inside scoop to find out anything about you that they can expose, because deep down they don't like your light, because they have attachments. They got demonic attachments, parasites that's feeding their brain. They're feeding their brain for them to overthink and overanalyze. It's all very, very negative energy. They can't see anything other than that. Okay, it's bad karma. They are reaping in what they sowed. And the more bad karma that comes to them, fate flexing. That's what they're doing. They're making out that they've got loads of money, they're rich, and they act all fancy, they show offs, and they're not. They use other people to get what they want. They're clout hungry. They may be at a particular event because it may be the in thing. It might be the in thing to dress a certain way, so they wear that certain style to look superior, to look that they are above everybody else. But it feels to me that they do it for an opportunity to gain something where you're not in this energy whatsoever, and they hate you for that. You're not chasing anything, you are being authentic and real. Okay, underneath the deck, because they're an ego. The ego's hurt because you walked away from them. The ego is bruised because you walked away from them. Okay. That's me just scratching my leg. I don't know if you heard that. Okay, so where are you now in your new chapter? Where are you in your new chapter? Practicing self-care, that's what you are doing. You're nurturing your restoration, rejuvenation and well-being. That's what's really important to you. You foster emotional intimacy, connections, vulnerability, trust and understanding. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for an emotional intimacy. You're looking for somebody that's really on your vibration. You're not looking for anybody else. You're not even going to be entertained by anybody else. You will just know. You will know. You will know if it's the right person for you. Okay? That's where you're moving into. I feel that right now you're not quite sure where you're moving into. I will get a little bit more clarified in a minute on that. One more card, please. One more card. Okay. Embrace your divine purpose, destiny, calling, mission, and growth. Okay. So you're going with the flow of what it is that you're meant to be doing. You're not 100% sure yet, but what it's asking you to do to be still cautious of people around you. I'm picking up, you know, even these spiritual gurus or spiritual, you know, when you go to these spiritual events and whatever, doesn't mean to say it's all good energy, because it's not. Use your discernment. Trust. Trust. Okay? You may be having trouble around your back and your shoulders. You may be thinking of going for acupuncture, or you may be an acupuncturist. Acupuncture therapist. That's what I should have said. That's what I do too. I'm seeing more on the body. I feel more back. But I think, and it might be what you do. You might work with them running in line, so the body, you know, so it flows, the energy flows, releasing blockages. One more card, please. Holistic skin care specialist. You're being called to explore healing of the mind, the body and the soul through care and treatment of the skin. That's acupuncture. That's what you're being called for. I feel that you've been really working with the chakras, you've been working with the meridian lines. I feel that with each chakra is the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, the physical blockages. It's like you're really tapped into this energy. You're really tapped into this energy through your own life experience and understanding the lower three chakras, where it's mainly more to do with the blockages, the fear base of the injury to the soul. That's what I'm picking up, the injury to the soul, the blockages of the injuries, the stress, the burdens. I feel that you release them. You have the ability to release, help people to release. It feels that you're very traditional with what you do. Your skills is very traditional. It could be that whatever it is that you're doing, it feels very generational. I talked about the generational wound. It feels that your ancestors have whatever abilities they had is being brought forward. It's you because you have helped to clear away any blockages from where you're at and your ancestors. It's cleared away now, the blockages, so it's helping them to come in closer to now work with you. And it feels as if this is a past generational tradition of of an ability to do something, and it's going to bring in a lot of wealth for you for your new chapter. A lot of wealth. I'm being drawn to Divine Feminine. Okay, let's see for the Divine Feminine, for the collective, for the new chapter, for the collective, for the new chapter, for the collective. Okay. The goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything that I create. And I talked about the energy and the flow of the energy. Let's get a little bit more on this. This is the Divine Feminine energies that's working with you as you're working with possibly acupuncture or working with energy. I do feel more of shamanic that I'm picking up from. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. I can't pronounce her name. Sarah Switchy. I can't pronounce it. If I had my spare phone, I would put it in and find out how you pronounce it. So it's the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything that I create. When we are aligned with the essence of who we are, then what needs to be communicated through us, whether with words or music or artwork, can flow. When our creativity feels blocked or stagnant, it isn't because waters have dried up. We might fear this, But the truth is that self-awareness is the key to unlocking our creative flow. When we take the time to return to the essence of who we are and nurture that essence, we realign again with the river of expression that the soul generates. I can't pronounce her name. Let me show it you, because then you can look it up yourself. Okay? Because I can't pronounce her name. Okay. So she is a reminder that anything that we create that purifies us in the process of making it is a blessing. Our art should be judged not as popular, but on its power to transform us. She is calling you to return to the essence of your own true self. The energy of this card is a change for more self-knowledge, more awareness of our own unique soul and what our needs are in the moment. She leads us back into that finely attuned space where we can express with ease and grace what the soul desires most to share. And that energy feels like a river moving through us. It heals, it liberates, and it inspires others to return to their own essence as well. Now, did I don't know if I got it in this reading or if it was another reading, but it was about the artist. I don't know if it was here. But whatever it is that you are creating, it's not about you putting a price on it. Not a physical price. Because whatever you put in, it becomes priceless to the seer. It's priceless to the seer. It stirs something within another person of whatever it is that you are creating that becomes priceless. There's no price that you can directly put on something because it's authentic. It's something that you do that's generational, ancestral tradition of doing something. It's quite interesting. I'd love to know what it is actually. You read the vibrations of people. This also goes into shamanic as well. You read the vibrations of people and objects through I don't know, what's that say? The vibrations, objects and people through touch to connect to the memories of the past. Interesting. So you pick up the wounding, the ancestral wound, to heal the present. The person that you are working with, the energies that you're working with, how you find the blockages to that person. You are also finding the wound to it. What created the wound, which is to do with the ancestral wound. And you heal that wound. That's interesting. Very powerful. I'm seeing underneath change, transformation, adaptation, growth and evolution. Going through it feels like not even a metamorphosis. It's not that you're going through that. You've already been through that. It feels like a metamorphosis of awareness. It's like you've gathered all this, you've learned a lot and you've gathered all this information. But it feels as if you're birthing this new way of doing something, this new way of creating something, and it's very holistic. Could be skincare, okay, but it's skincare, or it's to do with the skin. It could be acupuncture, or it could be just about the energy flows of the energy flow. You pick up the energy, the vibrational frequencies, and you see where the blockages are. I went like that then, like a cat. You're like a cat. You're picking up energy. You may also have a cat. But it's like, you know, when a cat does, what's they call it? Padding? Is that what they call it? Where they feeling the energy from the palms of your hand. You're feeling the energy. That's very shamanic to me. You're being called to explore, looking into a reflective service, to tune into messages of spirits and the universe. It's like you go into a trance state, a trance of feeling the energy. When you're doing your healing, you go into a trance of picking up this energy of this generational wounding and finding what created it, so you can heal that wound in the person that you're working with. Okay, it's a big calling. It's a very important calling for you. It's priceless. It's unbelievable what you can do, what your abilities are, if this is resonating with you. This is what's happening in your next chapter. Okay, let's see, because I'm being drawn to. Let's go there then. Okay. Okay, to finish this reading off. Yes. Love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. Okay? You are love. You are love because you don't need to be accepted by anyone. You need to accept yourself, and you are love. I like that. I'll end that there. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and comment, because the algorithms on YouTube is really gone slow and I just don't understand it at all. I will try and get more readings out now. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. And just to also let you all know, I do not at all send any inbox messages to say I will do you a reading. I will not ever do that. I will start to put up anyway my email address for you to contact me, and we can arrange also then appointment for a reading. Okay, so it will be done directly that way, but never through a message, an inbox message. Okay, so protect yourself, use your discernment, and yeah, because you're always going to catch or you try and outsmart these scammers, but the scammers are also connected in with these demonic parasites. So, you know, use your discernment, use your crow energy to feel your energy of what is genuine and what isn't. Okay, so I'll leave up there. So God bless, and thank you so much for being here.